Hey folks, it's Jumpin' Quells, and welcome back to more Mountain Blade Bannerlord. And last we left off in part 17, I believe we're on 18 now, which is really weird to think about. We had a pretty devastating defeat, unfortunately, at the hands of the Western Empire. And what happened? Well, it has to happen because we got, unfortunately, chased down by a mercenary group that they had hired, and one thing led to another. We were running for them, we got caught by a smaller group who was faster than us, and they managed to join the fight on their side. So we're currently in a pretty shitty situation, all things considered, so we're trying to rebuild our group at the moment and get ourselves back up to fighting standards, but that's probably going to take an episode or two, or if not 2 to 3. Luckily, we can still pick up some units from the Legata city here, but we can't recruit any units from the surrounding cities for the sole fact that, well, or any other cities from over here, because we're at war with them. If we want to recruit units, we're going to have to go north, which is just fine and dandy. One positive thing to come out of us losing our entire army is we're making a decent amount of gold now. And because, as of right now, since I'm nowhere near clan tier 4, it might be actually more beneficial for me to buy another workshop here in Maranath. If I am correct here, it looks like one of these cities produces iron ore. So we're going to head to Maranath and actually buy a city. I was holding off on it, but I don't believe we can actually be declared war on unless we do stuff that would make us a criminal in the eyes of the Battanians. So I'm going to go ahead and buy a workshop for the Battanians and just kind of work for there. I can't really make peace with the Western Empire, and we also lost a workshop during that, which is why our financial situation wasn't the best. But we're going to just do what we can here. So we're going to talk to the carpenter. Actually, let's just check what else they have tied to this city to make sure we're buying the best stuff. So if we're looking at this, Dalgamus. Why is it showing me what's tied to the city? What's going on here? Okay, we're going to leave. No, wait, okay, hold on. So this is tied to Maranath that produces hardwood. So we could buy a carpenter. This is tied to grain. So we could actually, this would be a lot more profitable. There's actually 3 very, very good villages nearby that would produce a decent amount of gold. We could have a smithy, a brewery, and a wood workshop. And if we were to have, we can't really do. We can only buy one of them at the moment, but it's still going to be very fine to be doing this. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just buy one of them. It doesn't matter which one I buy. I think the iron ore or the brewery might be more profitable, but we'll see what goes on here. So we're just going to say we know him, then we're going to leave. I could actually make caravans. However, I don't currently want to make caravans, as that would be another pretty good source of income. I'm going to hold off on making a caravan for the time being, just because it can give me a lot of money. But I want to see where we're standing. I think I might buy a caravan once we get our army back up to size and back up to strength. But that should hopefully make us enough money, or some money equivalent to what we're getting here at the workshop. So we're not going to change the production of it, just because there's no need. It's already making. I don't even know what I actually just bought from it. I'll find out in just a moment here. So yeah, we're going to be down here another 14,900 gold, which is just fine and dandy. We're actually so very close. We need 4 more renown, so we're going to go ahead and actually look and try getting that renown through tournaments, because I think it'd be faster than through battles, because we can't really fight any large battles at the moment. We could turn Alda. We could get Alda to join the party and actually have her start up a caravan, which might be the best case we can do. We're actually not making any money from that second workshop, but if we look at the other, we can see we need at least wait a day or 2. But this should make us about the same as the Iron One over there in Tia, I don't know which one it is. And that's going to be another 160, 150 gold at the very least. Going to put us up a pretty decent amount, up to about 560 a turn, which isn't half bad. And I am considering putting Alda into... Actually, I think it would be a better idea for the time being if we actually did buy a caravan that started at Maranath or maybe Legata and have Alda in charge of it, just for the sole fact that it'd give us some extra money. So I think that's what we're going to do. It's going to be a little bit risky, but luckily, especially, it will be risky actually if they go ahead and head through these western lands. So maybe not be the best idea at the moment, because the AI will sometimes go after caravans and sometimes won't. I'm not sure what dictates why they decide to pick up people or attack caravans or not. It looks like we have some prisoners ready to join our parties. It's one of the horse archers actually, so we'll pick them up as I planned. We can actually take more prisoners into the party, so we're going to go pick up more of the horse archers that we had in the prisoner in the dungeon, which is why we had that nice little surplus of prisoners that we put in here. So we're going to just go ahead and pick them up, and we're actually just going to pick up the Imperial Infantry. He's not going to do it anytime soon, but we're going to go ahead and pick up some more recruits. We actually can't take that many, so we'll just put it at about 14. The reason I'm leaving 2 extra is just because there's not all going to join us. We'll be recruiting them anyways. If in case we do come across troops that I really want to take prisoner, I want to have room for that. And honestly, as we recruit more, we'll be able to hold more prisoners anyways. What we can do, we're looking at our party. We don't actually have a whole lot of decent units. We got 2 horse archers and some, well, 12 Imperial recruits. Is that going to be enough to take this on? I don't think so, not without taking some major casualties. So we're just going to skip that for the time being. And we're going to see if we can head back to the Northern Empire and pick some recruits up over there. We're not going to find any recruits at that village since they literally just recruited from them. We were actually desperately, if not literally about to run out of food. We have 2 days until no food. Asta is actually here, so we're going to take her back in the party. I'm glad I found her. Let's see, take care of the party, and there she is. She's back with us, which is just fine and dandy. And we're going to go ahead and trade for some food because we are running out. We only have 2 days until no food, which is actually pretty decent with only 1 thing of grain, if you think about it. Let's see. What we're going to do, though, is we are just going to... Oh, there's some nice Pugios. What we are going to do is buy that grain that I was talking about. I actually forgot to take... What's her name into my party? My younger sister in this game. I forgot to take Alda into the party. So we might head back to Veron Castle here, pick up Alda, and actually start a caravan in Maranath. I'm really hoping that we can just kind of keep them away. It will be worth the investment if we do it. I'm a little concerned about it, but we have the money for the caravan. If we do lose it, it's going to be really unfortunate. It'll be a waste of 15,000 gold. But we're going to take her to the party too. We're going to actually... This is a Western, right? But we're Vlandian, so it's actually not a good idea to put him in charge because he will have a culture difference, which will lower the loyalty or prosperity of the castle. So it's best just to leave it be as it is right now, not put him in charge of that. We have another person, a peer recruit, ready to join the army. So we'll go ahead and do that and bring him in. We have 13 recruits. Asta is actually still healing up, which is pretty weird. But Alda, we're going to be going ahead and giving her, putting her in charge of a caravan to bid us some extra gold, which should hopefully be pretty decent. I was just confused by that number. It looks like we're still not making that much money from our... It's about 80, so it's still got another 40, 70 to go before it's getting us where I kind of expect this to put. But we're going to go ahead and talk to the carpenter actually again, and we're going to ask him to buy a caravan in this town. It's going to take us 15,000 gold, which we have 18,000, so we'll still have some leftovers. And we're going to go ahead and... Oh, we can't take... Ooh. Okay. So we're going to say never mind on that, actually. I thought we could have put Alda in charge, which makes me a little bit annoyed. So what we're going to do is quickly leave. We're going to see if there's someone in the tavern we can actually talk to and recruit. He's only going to cost about, maybe less than 1,000 gold, even 200. No idea on that. Let's see, there's plenty of people here. Let's just check. I don't know if I can really look at them. We have the horse thief, Torwood the Loud, Lazarus the engineer. An engineer actually wouldn't be half bad to have in the army, but we're going to take Iron Eye here for the sole fact that I want to help just get him. I'm going to skip right to this. I don't care about him. He's actually really expensive. I don't know why he's so expensive. I've come across people who are pretty, I guess, not so expensive. Let's just see how much the rest of these people are. Okay, yeah. I'm just looking for someone to hold and be in charge of the caravan. I don't need a warrior. I assume that's why Iron Eye is pretty expensive. I can't really tell us. Yeah, he's got some pretty decent one-handed and pole arm skills. Again, can't really see why it costs 2,500 gold just to hire. But we're going to talk to the carpenter one more time and hopefully buy the caravan that we're looking for. Oh, yes. Okay, now I wish to form a caravan in these tiles, or we're just going to stick Frostbeard on that duty. So that's 15,000 gold out of pocket, and we're going to go ahead and drop Alda back off at the... pretty much at Veron Castle. I could keep her in the party. She is pretty much a free unit. Let's look at her inventory, though. Look how small she is. She's still a child. I love it. She is still, like, a teenager, and she's just super small. Maybe that's, like, an advantage for her. What is her horse armor? Hold on. What is her horse's armor? She's got chain horse armor. What is that? That horse is just, like... I wish you could see the horse better. That is just super weird to look at. That is really odd. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna... She's pretty much a free unit. Oh, we did forget to even check for the arena. She's pretty much a free unit, so I guess we'll keep her in the army. I'm not sure what I'm going to have her do. I'll probably make her a horse archer, actually, because I do, again, want to stick with a horse archer themed stuff, so we'll keep her as a horse archer and stick her with me. I don't actually know what her bow skill is, but we're going to have to buy her some gear. But that's going to come at a later date. We'll eventually transition her over, but we got to fight in these tournaments, get ourselves some renown, because we're still very close to having that clan tier 3, which will actually allow us to buy another workshop. We don't have the money for it, but it would be nice. Highland Noble Bracers is actually really... Oh, they're not what I thought. Okay, I thought they were Warlord. Never mind. They're not half bad, so it looks like it's just going to be a sword fight. And we were fighting. I didn't want to forfeit. I keep forgetting that the top... Oh shit, it's him. Oh, I don't want to fight this man. Dude, this man's gonna remind me of Hassan, dude. Hassan's gonna come back to this man. Oh, he's on our team though. All right, maybe like I'm gonna. She. I bet just go. Hey. Okay, she do. Hey, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Okay, we lost Monsieur. Monsieur is down. Okay, it's 2v1. Come on, give me that headshot. Oh, right in that neck. Right in that juicy neck. Did you see that? Tuma and the Fatherless. What happened to your dad? I don't know what happened to that man's dad. Oh shit, I'm fighting Monsieur. Monsieur, my friends, if you could... That's why we don't bet. That man just completely switched up sides, and I was not ready for that. So, he's gonna win that, right? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. He's got a lot better skills than me, but luckily the Battanians are all pretty close together when it comes to their cities, so we'll probably have a good chance of finding another arena elsewhere in these areas. Again, we could fight these looter groups with 18 men. We're not looking half bad, but we can still pick up more units. So we'll take up the Conkley. I don't know how you pronounce that. I butchered the names in this game, as I've said many times before. But yeah, the Conkley actually looks like he was a... That's part of the normal. Okay, so that is part of the normal thing. I actually don't know the Kuzet noble units all too well. But it looks like we have 2 noble units. Or 3. No, we just have 2. So the Kuzite Horse Archer, this is a noble son, and the Kunkley is actually better than the noble son, and this is just a basic tier 4 Horse Archer, which is just of the basic line which you can get. Again, not half bad of a unit, it still does a great job, but the Kunkley is still a very nice unit. Let's just check the stats of the Kunkley. It has a, I'm looking specifically at the bow and then the riding skills. 70 for riding, 70 for bow. Looking at the Horse Archer, we're seeing a 100 for riding, 100 for bow. I believe the Kunkley's next, the Torgud, is actually already better. So the next level for the Conkley is just significantly better. That is a really shiny bronze plate. I think that is bronze on the chest. That is just nice looking. So yeah, we're going to see if there's a tournament going on in here. That would be nice if there is, just so we can go ahead and try again. Winning renown, which is really what we're trying to do. Again, we won't get a whole lot just from, what's the word? We won't get a whole lot from the battles right now, just because any battles that we fight in are going to be particularly small. Again, another veteran. Oh, the veteran infantryman wants to join me. Okay, I will take that gladly. I'm going to go ahead and move them up so they're above the units there. I like to keep my stuff organized. It makes it a lot easier to find things. I know, like, one of the biggest complaints is no easy, like, way to organize your unit, so I like to keep track of it. That's why I don't like using a whole lot of mixed bags. I'm sure people have been questioning why am I not using Battanian recruits. I just want to stick with one type of unit just for my own sanity so I can kind of organize stuff better and not have to look through so much. But we're not here for that. We're going to join the tournament. And hopefully Monsieur isn't here. Moinsa, whatever his name is asked to end this battle. She's in the next fight after me. It doesn't look like my sister is in this fight. So we're going to go and join. It looks like it's just going to be a bow and archer fight. 30 damage on him. I'm hoping my guy... He's just ignoring the... I guess I respect it, but... He's kind of leaving me out in the dust here, not gonna lie. I need to get this shot on him before he gets on me. I missed. That is not ideal. Hey, brother. Need to ask you to chill, bro. Hey, bro. Back up, bro. I got your friend, bitch. Yeah. My bow skills coming in handy. Alright, well, my friend, my ally there was just not helpful at all. Just kind of ignore the guy who we probably should have started off fighting. Oh, so it's just an archer fight now. Okay. I just missed. That is not good. They're aiming at me, which I don't like. Let's just go ahead and kill their weaker units because that makes it easier on us. I'm missing shots with this bow. Okay, I mean, we pretty much won. It's a 4v1. At this point, there's no way, no real reason this guy should win. I mean, this guy has how many arrows in him, 2? I guess that makes sense. Hey, I have one in my hand, it looks like, or my leg, I couldn't tell. So we're fighting an Imperial veteran infantryman and a Battanian militia veteran. We should win. This is an axe versus sword battle, so let's see. He's got this first swing in. I'm trying not to... Okay. So we got their sword down, and he got him down. Okay, so we're going to be fighting the Battanian hero, who's actually one of the archer units, if I'm correct. I think he's one of the archer heroes. The noble archer units for the Battanians. Let's see. Alright, buddy, I need to win this. Alright, I just need the renown. If you could just, like, force it, just, like, throw the match, that would be splendid. Anytime you want to die. Thank you. I appreciate you for not hitting me. Alright, I need this more than you know. It's not that... I think we're literally going to be like 1 renown short. Yeah, we're literally 1 renown short, which is pretty annoying. But we're going to go ahead and just sell the wood and the axe. I'm not going to give it to Asta or Alda.
Because I don't really want them to have the Woodland Axe, and again, I'd like to have the gold from it anyways. Looking at our thing, we're still not making it a whole lot. The caravan isn't making us too much money. It's making us 101. The workshop income is still down, interestingly enough. I'm not sure why. We're going to just go ahead and sell it off and actually buy some food in its place. We should actually consider buying some horses. These horses are pretty expensive, but we do need some horses to increase our party movement speed. So we'll buy some grain too. It's pretty much going to be a net, just a net profit. So we're still going to get 16 coin from it, but that's pretty much all. What is going on with our... It's still not making a whole lot of money, which is very interesting. Oh, we have increased to tier 3. Okay, so we're back. We're now up to tier 3 of our clan. We need one more tier before we can actually create a kingdom, which again I think is because we accidentally fucked over someone else. But looking at our fiefs or other, we can actually now have another workshop, so that's pretty nice. Looking at our party size, we can actually have 103 units, which jumps up from 73 to 103. That's a 30 unit jump, which is absolutely insane, and it allows us to fit a lot more men. If we had the kind of numbers when we lost our battle in the last episode, we'd be in a perfectly okay situation. But yeah, we've got what we wanted, so now we're going to just go back to kind of picking up more troops when we can, because I mean that's pretty much what we're down to. We're actually making we just made 829 gold in that daily change, so we're making some decent gold. Looking at our recent numbers, as of right now, as it stands, that's caravan. If we were to be having our old army, our wages of the old army is around 700. We'd actually be pulling around even if we had the old army. But something we definitely need to do now is consider going after looter armies just to kind of get experience for our recruits, because that's frankly what we're going to get down to. We have no archers whatsoever, so getting our archer forces back up would be ideal as well. So we're going to go ahead and try engaging these looters here. And what I'm going to do is actually just have them. I'm not going to have them surrender. I'm going to have my horse archers stay with me. It looks like Asta is.
Troops!
No, I want
mounted archers.
Mounted archers to follow me. Where are they? They're my left. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Okay, I couldn't see them for some reason. So yeah, I'm going to have my mounted archers follow me, and the mounted archers will tend to circle around the enemy and just fire shots whenever possible. With looters, there's really no major danger as long as they don't charge right in. I'm just going to have my footman kind of just ready to get shots down, or get charged. What am I saying? Get shots down. We don't have any stuff, so I don't know what's going on. He's supposed to be following, and he's just getting. Okay, that is slightly disappointing. I'm just going to have them fall back, because apparently it didn't work out as best as I thought. Perhaps I should have normally charged them, but again, this is a wooded area. So note to self, have your horse archers charge normally, because I think having them follow you will kind of mess up their path taking. Then again, path taking in this game isn't really the best when it comes to the AI. At this point, I'm just going to charge my footmen in to get them skills here. Because getting them kills will give them experience. I'm going to expect to lose some, but it's really the best case scenario. I'm going to recharge my wonderful little horse archers here, which hopefully actually has them do something. We lost a recruit, which is to be expected. They have no armor, so death is kind of a given. I'd be surprised if I only got the wound there. But luckily we only had a wound on our horse archer when it was actually it wasn't even the noble horse archer, so I'm not too distraught if we lost him. I mean, it sucks, but I mean, if I lose a noble unit, I tend not to be too happy. Apparently there's someone still fighting. I don't know what's going on. Because again, I hate the fact that they charge fleeing units. If they didn't do that, it'd be a lot simpler. And I think, did Alda just get the kill there? She did, interesting, okay. I'm not sure why Alda is considered an infantry unit given what equipment she has. I'm actually going to go ahead and transfer these guys over to archers, because having those archers was really nice last time around. And I'm just going to put them right here, put them above the horse archers. We have another horse archer ready to join us, and a Kuzite raider as well, which isn't half bad. I think the Kuzite raider is a lower tier. Yes, it is, of the horse archer. So we'll just keep them like that. We still have 5 of them ready to join us, as well as the Busolari, which I don't think is going to be joining us anytime soon, if at all. But it's what it is. If he does join us, the more the merrier. If he doesn't, it's kind of what I expected. Now, these mountain bandits we could try taking on, but I don't think it's going to go too well. They have javelins and actually some pretty decent weaponry, so it'd kind of be a foolish thing to do. Let's see if there's any units over here. Of course, there isn't. The only way we're going to be able to pick up units from this area is if either we own it, we're allied to the Battanians, or we just go ahead and increase our influence with the prospective individuals. But as you can see, it's pretty much all being clicked clean because it's closer to the war sites, so I'm not too surprised by that. We're back up to 6,700 gold, which isn't half bad. Our unit size, our troop size, our army size is still fairly small, but again, that's kind of to be expected. Asta's still heating up. She's at 67% now. We're going to go ahead and see, though, if we can pick some units away from the Northern Empire, as much as I don't want to. And I know as much as they're stronger, they actually have Mahazan Castle. Have they lost anything else? I can't even tell if they've lost or gained anything. I'm not really too worried about it anymore. It's not even what I'm associated with. They don't tend to do too well, especially since they were at war with 2 people at once. Has anything actually major else changed? So I'm not seeing any major losses. No, I don't see any new cities that have been conquered. Tyal is actually been taken too. Tyal is originally Sturgian settlement. So Sturgians are not doing too well, and nothing else has really been lost though. So interesting. Let's go ahead and recruit troops here. We can pick up another 2 units, which is not half bad. And we're going to keep just kind of dancing between villages and cities here and trying to get our numbers back up from the losses that we suffered from the west. You know, if we can only pick up 1 or 2 every single time, I'll take it because we need it. I'm not sure who they're at war with, so I can't really tell which side of the area of their territory I should be picking from. If they are at war with the Western Empire, it's probably best to head east. I'm not sure if they're still at war with the Kuzites. If they are, not too... I'd best to stay west, but again, I have no idea who they're at war with because I can't really tell. I don't see any sieging signs. The fact that I'm seeing these raided, though, makes me believe that they are at war indeed with the... Maybe they're not. I honestly can't tell. I think they are at war with the Kuzites. So we're not going to head further east. I doubt I'm going to get any units over there, so we're going to stay to the west here. We could try popping down to the Western Empire, or the Southern Empire, but I think it's a pretty decent ways away from where we want to be. There's not really going to be a whole lot of reason for us to head over there. So I'm not going to bother heading down through the south and try looping around. That might be a really dangerous play, or a little dangerous thing for me to do, which I'm not trying to get myself killed again. So we're definitely just going to play it safe, kind of loop back around where we can, pick up units where we can. Doesn't look like there's any more available. This is something that we are kind of screwing ourselves on. We have to be really cautious with our units because it's not easy to pick up more. Especially with a disciplinarian trait. If we had a disciplinarian trait, it'd be actually a lot easier to have units, especially Imperial units, because we could just turn looters into Imperial troops, which would be absolutely amazing. It looks like another member of the party is ready to join us, the Kuzite Raider. Again, another horse archer. It brings us up to roughly 4, 6. We have 6 horse archers, which isn't bad. If we get around 10, that's actually not going to be too bad. Horse archers' biggest, I think, counter would be a lot of enemy archers or cavalry. But even then, they try to avoid cavalry as much as they possibly can, at least in terms of maneuvering. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to have him follow me in the future, because that didn't turn out too well. We have Vipe on here, who, looking at his army, he's got 16 range. Definitely not something we can take. I don't know why. He's got 4 archers, 8 archers, 4 crossbowmen. Yeah, definitely not something we want to fight. We can't win that. We have no shields. That's pretty much a death sentence if we go after it, so we're just going to completely avoid it when possible and see if we can keep picking up more units. Oh yes, look, it's some recruits we can take from the Battanians. This is technically an Imperial, that's a Imperial culture city, so it doesn't really matter all too much. If we can save up for another workshop to buy a Marnath, that's going to be more than welcomed, because it's a pretty safe city to buy stuff in. It usually doesn't, get taken anytime. Sorry, like it is usually, I don't ever see Marnath get taken. But yeah, so it's pretty safe to go ahead and buy another workshop there, or buy our 4th one, and there get us some more gold. I don't know if our workshop is actually, another size of 23. We're going to fight them. That's going to be a pretty decent army to go ahead and take down, and to get us some good experience is what we're looking for. So they're going to go ahead and charge us, so I'm going to just go ahead and put bowmen a little bit farther back on the hill here, keep them separate. I probably should take the horse away from Asa, or from Alda at the moment. She's just kind of sitting on that. I don't know, again, she's not considered to be cavalry. Maybe it's because of her weapons. Okay, that is so weird. So her horse chain armor is definitely different from what we see in the actual inventory screen. So I think that's a bug, because you can only see the lower part of that armor. Just looking at the nice archers that we have there, that's just so nice. So the archers are actually going to get, I think all of my archers will be able to get shots off here, down on target. We probably won't even have a chance to charge our guys in. But just in case, I mean, they're probably going to break pretty quickly with 12 archers. So let's see. Let's get our shots off ourselves. And what we're going to do is actually just, no, wait, that's not what I want to do. You stay. I want my infantry to charge. There we go. So let's see. We've already broken half of it. I think about like half of them. I'll be surprised if we don't take a wound or a death here. I'll be surprised if we don't take a death, actually. Come on, get him. There you go. Okay. No, okay, we're just going to have them all charged now. The horse archers should hopefully hunt them down. Yeah. Okay, bow skill is now 105. It's a slow evolution progress, slow leveling. Where did you... Oh, that's Alda. I forget. Okay. Again, it's just confusing to see an infantry unit as on horseback, and I think it just has to... It doesn't do that with normal troops, it just does that with nobles for whatever reason. Can I get a shot here, though? I want to level myself up, but, you know, not being able to hit my targets is kind of inhibiting that. Are my horse archers charging? Okay, there they are. I was wondering why it took my horse archers so long to even get up here. I think it's partially because the terrains, they like to circle around, so they can't really tend to catch them too easily if they can't just chase in a straight line. So we got 8 levels from that. I think 5 more recruits. I'm actually just going to keep putting them into archers. I want my archers to get leveled up first. And kind of get them back into the game, because as we saw, the Palatine archers do a lot of work, and luckily one of our Conkley, what's our call? Sorry, our Kuzite noble unit is actually ready to be leveled up, which is perfect, and I love seeing that. Don't think any of them got away from that fight. Doesn't look like it was the original group that we just fought. Still going to be kind of grinding and picking up more units. Definitely going to take at least another episode or 2 to get back up to the area we're looking for. Something I should consider doing, though, is talking to these people when they have the... Yeah, definitely consider talking to the people of Gulran or Faron whenever they have quests, just so we can kind of, you know, get our influence up with them. It doesn't look like they have anything to talk to at the moment. They don't have issues. But doing that gives us access to all of these units if we get up a high enough level with them, which is be a lot more units to pick up every single time we get here, which is pretty much what we want to do. I'm going to talk to him anyways. I doubt he has a quest available for us, but it doesn't hurt to check out. Hello, we're going to just introduce ourselves. He has nothing that we need from him, or he needs from us, so we just have to enforce to go about our day. Let's go ahead and check the actual construction process of our castle before we do anything else for the video. We're getting close to the end here, so unfortunately this might be one of the last few things we do. Let's go and manage the castle, though. I'm still curious, actually, to see what's going to happen with the main quest, because I think the game was not prepared to handle this. With the whole fact that I have... The whole fact that we are currently doing the main quest by giving them the banner makes me curious to see what's going to happen with the rest of with everyone who we don't defeat. Because I don't think it's going to happen at this time. We're definitely not going to be able to unify enough of the Empire to reasonably fight off against the enemies that it's going to form because of the main quest. So again, I'm just really curious to see if is it going to be declared against me, or is it going to be declared against the Western Empire? Because I'm not the one. The Western Empire is the one with the banner, with the dragon banner. No, Zanya, I need you to fuck off. This is mine. Alright, we're going to attack him. I'm going to just charge my people in right away. I don't want your help. Hell. This is my shit. I will kill your men. I swear to God. Fun fact, you can actually level up your bow skills by shooting friendlies. And I'm kind of tempted to. I mean, unfortunately, they're the Northern Empire, so... I mean, they're struggling enough. I don't think they really want us. I don't know what Alda's doing, but as you can see, that's what horse archers usually do. They will actually circle around the units and fire shots from a distance, pretty much keep themselves out of melee range. The biggest way to deal with that is to have archers that kind of help put down shots. But yeah, that's not really something that's going to happen at the moment. And these looters are pretty much... Looters and infantrymen, if they're charging, will actually try to just chase them down, which is such an interesting thing to see. I love how, again, it's a rock that they're throwing at my horse, and they're throwing at me, and it just does so much damage. Hey, stop doing that. I don't even know if our infantryman is going to get that many, or going to get that many points in. We have 7 levels up, 4 of them are recruits, and others are from the horse archers, which isn't half bad. It's just him left. I think that's going to be the end of the battle. Yes, it is. Alright, so I think to actually go ahead and end up the video, what we're going to do is just put all these guys back into Imperial Archers. So now we're up to 15 archers. That's roughly half of our, I guess, ground force, which isn't half bad. But the archers, or the Kuzite horse archers, are getting promotions. And so the heavy horse archer is as max as we can get. That's not half bad. Again, we have 7 very, very decent horse archer units. It's pretty much one of the only horse archer units next to the Asurai. I think the Asurai has like camel horse archers or something. I can't quite remember. But yeah, that's pretty much all it's going to be. We're going to go ahead and head over here to Legata and just sell off some goods before we end the video, because that's really all we all have left to do in this time that we have. Sell off the goods and see what else. Is there any meat that we have? Yes, there is. We're going to have to buy some more food in the next episode, but we're sell off everything we have at the moment and get ourselves. Well, actually, we might as well just buy the food while we're here. So we're going to buy the 1 sumpter horse that we can get just to kind of give ourselves, again, more travel speed. which will help us outrun a situation that happened in the last episode. But yeah, that's unfortunately something we didn't do in the past because we didn't have the money. But yeah, we're still going to get 1,000 gold from this, and we're in a pretty decent spot to end the video. So yeah, that's going to be the end of it, folks. If you like what you saw and you want to see more in the future, you know what to do. This has been Jump McQuills, and I'll see you folks in the next one.